Cup experience. They're good goaltenders. That's what's helped their teams get here. So you're not going to score on Roddy Ross from the blue line or from the boards where it has the BioSteel logo. You have to get bodies in front. You have to take away his eyes. Roddy Ross also known a little bit for giving out some of those rebounds that we saw in previous games. So capitalizing on that and getting pucks to the net and getting bodies to the net.
Over the line on the far side, Playfair not cleared by Saskatchewan. One-timer, Dentino. Knuckler goes wide. Condotta down low, Dentino. Waiting, sends it down low, receives it back, now in the corner. Dentino, Condotta on the far side. Portocalis to Condotta. His shot, rebound spilled out, cleared away. Dentino slaps one toward goal. That's blocked by Kinnebra. Stebbings. Short-handed, trying to waste some more time. 17 seconds left on the Huskies' kill, and we'll head off on a change. Ross blockers that into the corner. Dentino. Back to even strength hockey now as Brand sends a pass over the far side, too far. Ross steers it to Prefontaine. Gallus. Too far there for ball. Verster gets it to the far side. Kachuk lays Ianello down. Prefontaine trying to hold the line for Saskatchewan, able to, and here's Doherty with it. One-on-one, Doherty trying to move. Nice poke there from Gavlis. Doherty receives it back for the Bold. Centering pass was knocked down by the Huskies. Ball carries it out over to the far side. Knocked in by Prefontaine. Around this near side, Bertholet comes up with it along the wall, battling. It's Rad who sends it to Portocalis through his skates and out to center. Knocked in by the Bold as they head off on a change. Gross. Sorensen had to keep his head up as Rad was tracking him at the red line. Spun in, knocked down by Reinhardt all the way, and that will be icing called against the Huskies.
Very effective PK there by the Huskies, and not one part of me is shocked, especially from the other games we've seen them play. Very tight and converging on their PK, did not get extended by any means, and that would have been the key for TMU, honestly, is to try to get the PKers out of position, get them extended, get them out of position, and see if they can get those different shot opportunities, different looks on the net.
Huskies win the draw back. Gross plays it to the far side. It's knocked down toward the slot area and cleared away once more by the Huskies. Reinhardt. And he gets to the red line with that clearing attempt. Reinhardt once more. Condotta picks it up for the Bold. Knocked in by Martin. Ross to Gross. Reinhardt has it pop over his stick. He pokes it forward. Condotta holds the line. It's swiped back in by TMU. Gross. Sorensen. Barnes back behind his own goal with some time for the Bold. There's Cavill keeping a close full eye on the forecheck, and now the outlet pass to the far side. Dentino drops it there. Will take the puck back after some miscommunication. Try to split the two forwards, keeping an eye on him, but lost possession. Stebbings. Bouncing puck down low and whistle down. Have a face-off come out in the neutral zone with 13:15 remaining in the first period. Right at center ice it will come.
And it looks like Saskatchewan's trying out a bit of a stretch play, so they have the puck behind their net, and then there's two forwards just absolutely flying the zone. And what that does is really draw back the TMU Bold. It's hard to have any type of sustained pressure when both your D are coming well off the blue line.
Keeler receives it off the boards, gets past Brand. Shagru up over a stick and out of play for a face-off.
And as you mentioned earlier, Ty, a few different individuals drawing into the lineup on either side. And as a player, that's so tough, not only physically, but mentally too. You haven't really played a game in this environment and this experience. Yes, you practice, you're here, but it's so different timing-wise even, and especially as a deep, Barnes making sure that he has his timing in terms of gap control. Quite challenging there.
Well, Ben Tkachuk, who served the penalty for roughing earlier, maybe even just trying to draw some fight in this game, some liveliness into this game. It's been a little dull to start this first period. Both coaches kind of expected that a little bit as well. As a slot, here's a chance for a hold, rebound in front. Oh, Edmonds gets over in time to deny Wong.
Massive stop there by Edmonds on both opportunities.
Another shot toward goal goes wide. Holt has it on this near side. Blocked away by Edmonds. Wong takes it on his backhand, cycles it down low. Petruik. His shot fought away. Edmonds off the end boards. Holt trying to swipe at it. Rebound there and denied once more. Prefontaine was down low trying to jam it home. Back the other way for the Bold. Holt off the boards to Wong. Nice play by Holt. Backhand pass, Petruik over this side, gets past Rad. Petruik's chance is stopped by Edmonds, and a nice flurry from the Huskies, bringing some liveliness into this hockey game.
And that was the right idea there by Rad on the gap, but just absolutely missed the poke check, which can't happen. And Edmonds absolutely stellar on that second stop. I believe that was Wong. Made almost, I think it was 3 stops Kai Edmonds had made to deny those goal opportunities. And again, if you're TMU and you see your goaltender performing like that, that's got to fire you up a little bit and got to make you clear those pucks.
Off the face-off. Grossman gets it down low. Sorensen had his stick tied. 3-on-2 break the other way for the Bold. Portocalis, his shot blocked. Rebound gets taken high, back behind goal. 4 players jamming away at the puck. Savard in there along with Demovsky. Demovsky lost it. Reinhardt pokes it back behind his own goal. Peltier can't clear it. It's picked back up by Savard. Now knocked down by the Huskies. Berthelot down in deep. Rad first to it for TMU. Peltier in there as well for the Huskies. Martin lifts it high up to center. Glove down. Kozer. Berthelot gets it in. Takes a bump. Rupoli to this near side. Barnes. Knocked down at the line by the Huskies. Second chance and TMU clear. Swipe back in by the Huskies around. Edmonds will play it behind goal. Bowie makes one move in his own zone. Gets through everyone. Bowie still traveling. Gets tripped up. Picked up. Here's Ball with it for the Huskies now. Ball over the line. Stops. Curls back. Backhand looking for a centering attempt. Now sprung the other way is Dentino. Just a little bit too far for him to reach. And that will be icing called against TMU. And it's going to go to center ice, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say that would be the right call because Stentino definitely beat out that icing. You can hear the whole bench, including Kai Edmonds there between the pipes, saying there's no way that was icing. So a bit of a discussion, but it will draw to center, which is the right call to make on that one.
11-10 remaining here in the first period. Still scoreless in this bronze medal game. And we'll redo this face-off at center ice.
It's definitely been a feeling out process for these two teams. And again, both teams disappointed not playing in gold medal game, but they have the medal opportunity here. It takes a little bit, though, for the mind to kind of catch up and get settled in this game and have a little bit more emotion that comes into it.
Backhanded down in deep. Condata pokes it to this near side. Good work by the Huskies to get possession back. Keeler to the point. Long shot from Prefontaine goes wide. Picked up by the Bold. Down ice. It goes off a linesman, and here's a chance the other way. Centering pass. Gersoy was the intended receiver from the pass from Dentino. Up over the nets and behind the bench. Out of play for a face-off.
There's a nice stretch pass opportunity that the Huskies tried to put it up to Stebbings here, but it was Kandata who recognized that, anticipated the pass, and made a good step up to have the puck go out into the stands.
A couple happy fans there receiving a U Sports University Cup branded puck. In the Huskies zone, Reinhardt has edge work to get the puck out to Gross. Here's Wong. Over the far side, Doherty picks it up for the Bold. Doherty, his chance, that goes off of Ross and up way high at a play. Another face-off will ensue behind of the Saskatchewan, inside the Saskatchewan goal, pardon me.
And it looked like it was a good stop off Ross, and then it almost hit off the top of the net there too before going into the netting. And it was a great chance by Doherty. What I would like to see instead, though, cut in a little bit more. You're not going to beat Ross from that angle. You had the room to cut in. Huskies were giving you a little bit more of the room of the home plate area. Take advantage of it.
Sorensen was trying to carry it up for the Huskies, lost it. Ianello comes up with it for the Bold. Through the middle, it's glove down. Peltier knocked it down in momentarily, but sent right back down by TMU for an icing call with 9:52 remaining in the first period.
I expected a lot more of a physical period almost, especially from Huskies as part of their identity. Not so much TMU really focusing more on the puck management and more on the speed and pushing the pace, but I almost expected a little bit more physicality coming from the Huskies.
Bouncing puck goes to the corner. Ianello. Kandata. Backhands it forward. Shagru. Trying to battle for it. Both teams at the red line. It's worked back to Kandata. Ianello. Try to pass. It was knocked down off a couple Huskies' stick. The bouncing puck goes toward the TMU bench. Sorensen knocks it in. Kandata. Nice pass through the middle. Dimovsky to the far side. Portocalis trying to receive it. Went up over his head off a deflection. Gavlis knocks it down in deep. Edmonds swipes it to the far side. Gavlis there to retrieve it. Works it back down low. Huskies on a change. Fresh bodies on the forward group out there. Good hit down low. Separating the puck from, that was Tkachuk on the forecheck. Bouncing puck goes through the crease and is cleared away by Portocalis. In the neutral zone, it's kicked forward by Gavlis. Tkachuk will just softly lay it in deep. On the forecheck, Rad first to it for TMU though. Ball momentarily stopped it. Bowie picks it up for TMU with speed over the line. On this near side, he works. Bowie centering pass, looking back door. Goes right through the stick of his man Rad, who was pinching in from the point. Rad now tracks back into the neutral zone to receive the puck and will backpedal in his own end. Barnes carries himself. Barnes to the far side. Stops up, cycles down low. Kandata has it. Takes a shot, stopped by Ross. Playfair on his knees trying to keep the puck alive. Got it to his man. Martin sends it back down low. Tried to find Playfair. Was knocked down by Stebbings. And now a stretch ice pass the other way. Roschiavo. Stebbings. Poked toward the line. Kept it on the far side. Reinhardt works to this near side. Around the net. Reinhardt skating well. Circles. Fires. And Edmonds tracks it down with the glove and will hold on with 7:32 remaining here in the first period. Still scoreless between the Huskies and the Bold. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTou.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTou.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the Bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. Still scoreless between the Huskies and the Bold. Let's take a look at some of the Huskies' keys to the game.
Again, both these teams, very good performances, but for the Huskies, their identity is their imposing physical nature, making sure that they're getting hits in, making it hard for TMU to play, and getting shots on net and going towards the net. As we saw, Kai Edmonds, very strong between the pipes, but still giving up those rebound opportunities, so making sure they have presence there to knock it behind the net.
Offensive zone draw for the Huskies. One back, Los Chiavo. High slot, his shot was blocked by a TMU stick. Gersoy receives it in his own end to the far side. Iannello. Brand. Grigorev gets it over to Gersoy, too far for him. Ross leaves it there for Gross behind goal. Dintino on the forecheck picks it up for the Bold and is separated off the puck. Bodies collide in the corner. Grigorev's chance goes off at another stick. Dintino picks it up. Bouncing puck toward Roddy Ross, and he holds on for a face-off. And we'll take a look at some of the TMU keys to the game here, Brianna.
And again, a couple of good shots there by TMU, really testing Roddy Ross, which is exactly what they need to be doing here during this matchup against a strong Huskies team. And so for TMU, really need to stay level, keep calm, manage the emotions, and making sure that, again, they're not focusing on the play of Saskatchewan. They're focusing on their own play.
Coach Johnny Ducko saying they really need to focus, as you mentioned, Brayna, just on themselves in this hockey game. Not worry about how Saskatchewan play, worry about their own style of play if they want to come out with the bronze medal. Holt, Petruik tips it out. Iannello, Condata, Martin carries it over this near side. Martin at the top of the circle, around the boards to Playfair. Playfair cycles it down low for Bowie. Martin. Worked on there by Kinneber. At the circle, Playfair tried to play back into the corner. Martin backhands it to this near side. Condata drops it for Playfair. Playfair, one move, gets it to himself. Cross ice pass, that's off a Husky stick and will clear out into the neutral zone. Condata. Bowie over the line, centering pass. Good stick there coming from Kinneber. Backhand to Petruik. On this near side, Peltier. Huskies changing. Peltier all alone looking for some options, waiting for help. Will cycle it down low. Melikov turned over. Sorensen. Backhand was picked off by the Bold. Now a long pass meant for Doherty is broken up by a good stick of Prefontaine. Turned over in front. Here's a chance. Berthlet trying to find a tip and unable to get a chance on that was Peltier. Hit on the far side. Poked forward by the Huskies and Prefontaine. Now 1-on-2. Skating all alone right now is Sorensen. Takes a shot toward Edmonds, who steers it to the near corner. 5 minutes remaining here in the first period as a sharp angle chance from Berthlet. It goes off of Edmonds' shoulder. Another chance. Peltier toward Edmonds, and he gloves it down and holds on for a rebound and a face-off with 4:53 remaining in the first period.
Well, and both teams really just exchanging chances as you see a scuffle bring up a little bit between Doherty and a Husky player, and that last stop that Edmonds made allowing his team to change and settle it down a little bit more. But both teams exchanging chances. Really liked how TMU circulated the puck in the last sequence, that they had a little bit of a switch up at the point between Condata and Playfair as they had that opportunity. So good movement coming from TMU there.
Dubovsky shown out of the circle. Portocalis will take his spot. Kachuk wins it back. Ball chance off the rebound there, was spilled out. Whistled down though as Furster was trying to pot the rebound home, and a lucky break maybe for the Bold on that quick whistle.
Oh, exactly. Huskies upset about the reaction time of the officials to blow that down, but really, really fortunate timing for TMU there.
So Tkachuk will take the face-off once again. Bowie will be the face-off man for the Bold. 67% efficiency going into this hockey game. Tkachuk wins it back. Ball off the draw. High slot. Backhand toward Edmonds, and he'll swipe that out of midair and hold on for another face-off.
And had Ball been a right-handed stick, that would have worked out a lot better. But it's very challenging as a lefty to go and wrap your body around even more when it's so quick right off the draw.
Do the face-off once again. Tkachuk also a very, very good face-off man as well for Saskatchewan against Bowie. Tkachuk wins another draw back. Reinhardt. Down low behind goal. Here's Ball with it on this near side. Ball makes one move. Looking for options. Ball will take it himself to the top of the circle. Brand separates him off the puck, and the Bold can't clear though. Knocked down by Reinhardt. Around to the far side. Verster. Try to work it back to the point. It's picked up by TMU. Grigorev, long dump in attempt. Dintino on the far side gets crunched there by Reinhardt. Gross. Reinhardt. Tipped in by Tkachuk as he'll head off on a change. Edmonds out to play it. Knocked down by Saskatchewan as they work on this forecheck. They get possession back. Los Chiavo. Battling with Dintino along the half boards. Still trying to find it. It's worked to the point. Shot toward goal is blocked there by Kundata. Kundata now gets the puck, trying to clear the Bold R, and they do, and they have a 2-on-2 break, but good swiping stick coming from a Huskies defender. Gersoy over the line, down in. It's picked up by Kinneber. Kozer. Backhanded deep by the Huskies. Keeler chasing. Pokes it to himself. Now is pinned up against the boards by Kundata. Comes loose to a Husky down low. Centering pass out in front. Hops over the stick of Stebbings. And back the other way come the Bold. And that good heads-up play by Porto Calasant to carry it in offside. Prefontaine played it to the far side. Can't clear though. Kicked forward. Here's Wong with it. Wong cuts toward the middle, makes one move, gets it down low to Holt, and delay call coming up as Wong now is bumped into. Petruik will come over to give Savard a little bit of a shot, and players all over the ice will see what will come of this as down on the ice in the high slot, getting, I believe, a stick up high from Wong, is Jaden Rad, who's down.
I don't know if it was a stick or if it was a blind side.
Petruik's in the box for sure. Ball's going to go to the box as well. Maybe it was Ball who may have caught Rad. Just missed it a little bit as the play was continuing. Savard will also go to the box for the Bold. And we'll try to sort out what all these penalties will be. It looks like TMU will head to the power play here, which was going to be the original call in the first place before the scuffle we saw with 2:50 remaining here in the first period. Prefontaine and Playfair getting an explanation. And we talked about Ben Tkachuk being used to the penalty box. So is Tyler Savard, most penalty minutes for TMU. And knows that maybe not the bench here in the nation's capital well, but knows the penalty box. As we take a look at the replay, and a stick coming up from a Holt, I believe, on the maybe a butt end almost up, getting toward Rad there as he was crossing through. So it'll be a 4-minute power play for the Bold, a double minor for high sticking. Down low, Playfair. On the far side, Grigorev. Down low, Playfair centering in front. It's been picked up by Gersoy. Iannello at the point. Gersoy, Ionello, his drive, tipped in front, rebound, Playfair trying to jam it home. It's cleared away by the Huskies. Big hit as Bowie was hit hard by Tkachuk. And play whistle down as well. Tkachuk getting a few words of, I would doubt, encouragement from Playfair.
Oh, and Bowie's a big body, so to knock him down, like, that's got to be one forceful hit. Nice opportunity by TMU so far on the power play, getting that shot through, and Playfair on the doorstep just not able to knock it home. But that's the right idea, having bodies in front. There was that little bit of a rebound coming out, but Saskatchewan doing a pretty solid job of boxing out, which they've done consistently.
Battle ensues just inside of the Huskies, and it's cleared down ice by Saskatchewan. Edmonds will carry it behind his own goal himself and is pressured there by Sorensen on the forecheck shorthanded. Playfair to Gersoy. Back down low for Playfair. Backhands it over to the far side. Grigorev to the point. Ionello, Grigorev. Ionello, Grigorev. Waiting, fire looking for a tip, and Playfair couldn't get a stick on it. Gersoy down low. Playfair. Gersoy looking for a bumper position, but it's off the stick of Keeler and down ice. Huskies get 3 on the change. Gersoy carries it in. Gets it past Gavlis once more. On this near side, it's picked up by Kozer. Porcalis to Gersoy. Gavlis takes him into the boards hard. Bodies banging down low. Picked up by Saskatchewan. Not out though. Top of the slot. Gets it down low. Right inside, and Ross there to hold on. Does a good job of getting the blocker down. At the point, last minute play here, the first period. Dintino with it. Kandata to the far side. Back to Kandata. Waiting. Porcalis, his shot blocked and cleared out ice by the Huskies.
Again, Huskies doing a good job keeping their box very tight, as well as blocking shots and getting their sticks. TMU have to move the puck faster, and they have to know where they're going with the puck before they even have it. They have to expand the box. They have to make it wide out, get the Huskies out of position, and find that open lane.
Weird bounce off the boards. Martin knocks it down with a high stick, and a faceoff will come outside with 21.2 seconds remaining in the first period. 1:31 remains on the power play for TMU.
And I just want to highlight Kevin Gersoy. We were chatting with head coach Johnny Duco before the game, and he was talking about the play of Gersoy and how he's just an absolute warrior. And I don't know what would have exhibited that description more than the last shift, where Gersoy was fighting through checks, diving to keep the play alive and maintain puck possession. Absolutely phenomenal work there by Kevin Gersoy.
The 5th year, playing his last game as a Bold, along with Matthew Barnes and Chris Playfair as well. Kandata. 18 seconds remaining in the period. It's knocked in, icing waved off. Prefontaine first to it for Saskatchewan. Look just to see this period out, the Huskies will, as they fire it down ice all the way down. 5 seconds. Kandata sends it to the far side. Dintino plays it up forward to Playfair, and the buzzer sounds to end this first period of play, and some more discussions happening at the end of the first period between these two teams. And although not matching up too much in the regular season at all with two different conferences, they are making sure they know who each other are on the ice.
Absolutely. It's like they've developed these rivalries just over the last couple of days, maybe from staying in the same hotel, maybe they've had some awkward elevator rides, who knows.
All teams staying at the Marriott as well, which a great experience for them, and you never know those awkward elevator rides. At the end of the first period, it's still 0-0, and the Huskies really came out, it seemed to be the team that had more momentum at the end. So we'll headed down to our Declan DeBarp. He's joined by Saskatchewan Husky Justin Ball.
Welcome down to ice level. I'm here with Saskatchewan Huskies captain Justin Ball. And Justin, an energetic start from you guys before getting into some penalty trouble. What was the turnaround after about a 13-hour rest after last night's disappointing loss?
Yeah, it was tough. You know, in the moment you're pretty sad, you're pretty disappointed, but yeah, you just got to hit the reset button and have a new attitude in this morning.
Captain your hometown university in what is your last U Sports game. Can you tell me what's going on in your head right now and how important this would be to leave with a medal?
Yeah, it's huge. You know, we obviously want to win really badly, but you know, for me, I'm just trying to enjoy it in the last game. You know, so yeah, that's my focus too.
Perfect. Thank you, Justin. Back up to you guys.
Taking this all in, but wants to leave with a bronze medal as his last U Sports game.
And I love what he said, right? Hit the reset button. It's disappointing, but you acknowledge it's disappointing, and you move on because you still have a medal to play for, and that's something to be really proud of. You're able to come out of that with that bronze medal. And for him specifically, the last opportunity that he has in the room with this group of individuals, with head coach Brandon Cote, it's really just to enjoy the experience, enjoy the game, and have fun throughout the process while also competing to the very best of your abilities.
Both teams want to leave with the bronze medal, but so far no one able to find the twine. Kai Edmonds and Roddy Ross holding strong in the creases for their respective teams. We'll take a break. Our first intermission coming up. Scoreless between the Huskies and the Bold. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
We are athletes.
Do you know what Husky athletes are made of?
Determination.
Hustle. Resilience. We're part of a team and a community.
We work hard for every goal.
And every grade.
Do you know what Husky athletes become?
Pharmacists.
Teachers.
Professionals.
Olympians.
When you invest in student athletes, you invest in the future. When you elevate her, you elevate the game. Watch women win.
Everyone watches Husky women's sports.
See her, be her.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the Bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital, 0-0 between the Huskies and the Bold, and it's time now for our U Sports Championship Spotlight, brought to you by PepsiCo Foods Canada.
In this edition of the U Sports Champion Spotlight, brought to you by PepsiCo Foods, we sit down with Bishop's Gators star Gabrielle Santerre, who along with the rest of her team will be competing for gold this evening against Waterloo Warriors. And in this edition, we learn about the legacy she is building with the purple and white.
hockey player. I've been playing since I was 4 or 5 years old. I'm doing a lot of other sports too. I love golf. I love flag football. But I really like to hang out with friends. I'm studying psychology in school too, so I really like the mental side of sports. I started to play hockey with boys hockey. I think it's really when I switched with women's hockey that I saw my potential and that I really set myself some goal and that I wanted to like go higher in terms of level. So the main reason why I chose Bishop is because it was a young program and I wanted to build that program and bring it to the tops. Also, the value and the culture of the program really like resonate with me. I'm so proud of being here. I'm so proud of being part of the program. I'm also really proud to play in Canada, to play in my country. I had the opportunity to go NCAA D1. I visited a couple university there. Playing in your country, having the chance of staying close to my family and building something here that aligns with my value and that I want to just continue to build that culture and building a winning culture. I think it's huge for me and I'm just so grateful to have that opportunity each day. So I'm trying to make it the most out of it. I'm doing a major in sports studies and a minor in psychology. Later, I would like to mix both and like become a sports psychologist. I'm working with one in particular, and I think it's really helping me a lot. One of the reasons why I performed that well so far. I think a lot of people put that aside, but for me, it's a major reason of my success. And I think more and more athletes are starting to realize the importance of like being in a good state of mind to perform and just being confident, being in the present moment. During the pandemic, I didn't know what to do, so I started reading books, and I wanted to read books about like sports performance and just how to be the best athlete I could possibly be. Since then, I'm just really passionate, and I think I saw the improvement in my performance too. So it's just really something that I want to continue to research and improve myself. A feeling that you have for yourself, it's not really about like the outcome or whatever, but just the feeling that you have that you gave everything, that you were true to yourself. I think a lot of people put emphasis on like the result of like if you win, if you lose. The personal feeling that you have with yourself, are you satisfied? Do you feel like you give your all, and do you feel like you were prepared enough? And if the answer is yes, then in my head you had succeeded. So
at the University of Ottawa, we're open to people and cultures, to diversity, to open fields where minds run free, to possibility and discovery. We're open to changing times that force us to grow, and bold ideas that shake the status quo. We're open to balanced lives and spirits that thrive. But most of all, we're open to you.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the Bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, aussi bon que Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur ICTout.tv.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, les Bag Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
The nominees for the Defenseman of the Year in U Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du Défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U Sport 2025, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique, from the AUS, Cale McCallum, University of New Brunswick, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario, from the OUA, Simon Levine, Université Concordia University, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, from Canada West, Clay Hannes, Mount Royal University, Université Mount Royal. Le défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the U-Sports Men's Hockey Defenseman of the Year is Clay Hannes, Mount Royal University, Université Mount Royal.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital as we take a look at our highlights presented by Marriott. A back and forth affair. Both teams had a few chances, but it was more of a relaxed first period for the first 18 minutes or so. Saskatchewan got the better end of the chances toward Edmonds. You had a few phenomenal saves, did Kai Edmonds, the Ottawa, Ontario native, in goal for the Bold. But it really started to pick up physicality-wise on the last 2-3 minutes. We saw a little bit of words being given on either end. We saw it in the warm-ups, and we saw it as well at the end of the first period. You see the bodies really starting to fly, especially led more from the Huskies side. Roddy Ross was sharp in goal as well for the Huskies. Had a penalty kill the Huskies did for the latter part of that first period. A double minor was given to Holt for a high stick. There will still be a minute 10 remaining on that penalty kill for the Huskies when they come back, but Roddy Ross was strong in goal for the Huskies and cheered on by about 20 or 30 friends and family here in the stands in the nation's capital, and they've been loud all weekend. Phenomenal following for Roddy Ross, which has been awesome to see as the Bold take the ice back here to start the second period and looking to have a minute and 10 seconds of power play time on fresh ice.
Well, again, you're given a power play opportunity where you can capitalize. You have to go and convert. There's no other way to say it. This is not new news at this point. And for TMU, a team who's been here before and has not been able to get over the hump, this is almost like a gift opportunity against a team like Saskatchewan where, they're going to come out harder. It's the second period. They have the 20 minutes under their belt where, maybe they had another coffee in the room. They already picked up the physicality towards the latter part of that first period. you know that if given the opportunity, they might be able to convert, and then you're chasing. So for TMU, the key is really to get that first goal, get up on the scoreboard, convert on this power play, expand the box, know where you're going to go with the puck before you have it, know your options, get those PKers out of position. I can't say it any more times.
We saw how good Saskatchewan is at really collapsing, not letting anything down inside of Ross. And TMU didn't get much of that in the first period either. Just talk about maybe how well the structure is from this Huskies team and what Brendan Cote, coach, has really implemented on his team.
Oh, they're so good with the PK, honestly, and they're so disciplined. That's what happens when you have the head coach who goes and implements this game plan, and you have every single guy in that locker room buying in. You know that every PKer that's out there, they are going to go and block shots. They're going to sacrifice their bodies to make the play. They're going to get their sticks in the lanes. They're going to box out. They're going to stay tight in their box. They're not going to overextend themselves because they get excited that a puck is there. They are going to stick to the game plan. That's exactly why those certain PKers are on the ice. So huge that they're going and buying in. And again, TMU, an opportunity still on the power play, 1:10 as we get set here to have the face-off at center to start off our second period.
So 1:10 remaining in the Bold power play on fresh ice here after that 4-minute double minor to Dawson Holtz. Puck drop underway. We'll see if anyone gets on the scoreboard in period 2 of this bronze medal game at 2025 BioSteel University Cup. Grigorev gets it down on the far end. It's chipped in by the Bold. Ross leaves it for his defenseman. Grigorev, nice hand-eye coordination, knocks it out of midair. Swipes it around to the far side. Gersoy. Bowie. Iannello at the point. Walks the line. Gersoy, cross ice, trying to find Grigorev. Nice stick there, though, coming from Tkachuk. Down ice, the Huskies clear it, and 36 seconds remain now on this Bold power play.
And we just talked about the box and how tight and getting sticks in lanes, and prime example there coming from Tkachuk.
There's Sorensen doing good work on the forecheck on the penalty kill. Saw that earlier on in the first period, his forechecking abilities on the penalty kill, and almost got an opportunity there for the Huskies. Gavlis battling with Gersoy. Knocked, weird bounce off the boards. Picked up by Dintino, who steers it down low. Savard. Grigorev. Down low for Savard. Back to even strength hockey now. Huskies kill the double minor, and it's cleared out by the Bold all the way to center. Chopped forward. Berthelot carried it offside momentarily, but lost possession. Down ice, Barnes too far for him. It'll be icing called against the Bold.
Well, and for Saskatchewan, I mean, that provides a lot of momentum. He just finished killing off a 4-minute penalty kill. So now is the opportunity to come out soon after the second period starts and get back to your game at full strength here.
Off the draw. Rose gets it down low for Holt. Battling with Barnes at the point. Reinhardt. Martin receives it on his backhand for the Bold. Chops it back behind goal. Barnes lifts it up. It's gloved down by Reinhardt at center. Knocked off the puck by Martin. Barnes has to retrieve it back behind his own goal. Barnes gets it back. Martin chops it in. Icing waved off. As just had not enough steam to get it all the way down. At the point, Rad winds, fires, that whistle is high and wide. Knocked down by Dintino. In front, Borokalis received it on his backhand and just slid off his stick. Rupoli, his shot. Ross swallows that one right in the crest and holds on for another faceoff.
It was a nice shot again coming from Rupoli, but again from the outside, because Huskies are quite good at making sure that everything is contained to the outside, not getting anything through the middle. But Huskies also very low in their defensive zone coverage. They like to converge, as we learned a little bit from chatting with the head coach, but they converge down low. So if that's the case, then the defense for the TMU Bold are wide open. Put the puck up top.
Los Chiavo carries it over the line, sends it to the far side. Holt's chance looking for a rebound on Edmonds and unable to get one as another scrum ensues. Chagru holds his man behind goal.
Yes, Saw a bit of a headlock there that Shakru put his man in.
.17:31 remaining, and just a little extra poke on Edmonds drew the attention of the Bold, and Shagru, not the most combative grouping we've seen after a whistle there, but
I was going to say, we definitely saw some more aggressive extracurriculars than that one, and extra aggressive pokes for sure.
was Cavill trying to get over to Stebbings. He's intercepted. Playfair picks it up. Bowie back to Playfair, who sends it down in deep. Bowie chasing. Knibber is first to it for Saskatchewan. He's to the far side. Keeler chasing for it. Keeler with that speed stops in the far corner. Cycles down low. He's looking for Los Kiawa, who is dumped in front of goal. Huskies, Keeler in the near corner. Stops up, getting worked on there by Iannello. Off the end boards, it's to the side of goal. Los Kiawa trying to chop at that one, unable to find the puck. It's cleared out to center ice. Prefontaine offside, though, at the line. Not getting back in time was Los Kiawa.
After a nifty bounce off the end boards, Los Kiawa almost the recipient of a good chance. And, you know, again, chatting with the head coach before the game, they had very much tried out the different board panels to see if they could identify some sort of pattern, some sort of bounce that was favorable to them. So you could see a little bit of that practice coming into play here.
Yeah, Brendan Cote, as this is turned over, gets that thought in a moment. Here's the Bold with a chance that goes wide. Brendan Cote and his staff are the most diligent here in the tournament with figuring out these bounces here at TD Place on all the stanchions and the boards. And the bounce may go their way, may go the other team's way. Dintino up over the line, gets dumped there by Gavlis, and he's down on the ice. And play whistled down as Dintino was caught on a hit through center. And Dintino now will head to the box after a shot after the whistle, a slashing call in. The retaliatory penalty will always be called. Now Playfair getting into it. He grabs the mask and visor of Furster. And things really starting to boil over here. Furster and Playfair will also be headed to the box. And now some more. Savard is getting into it, and he drops the glove. Savard giving Gavlis a couple of uppercuts, and the referees will stop Savard. Gavlis has his gloves on still.
Oh, there's a lot of emotions coming in here, as you can see. Gavlis without a helmet, he's going to head towards the box. I bet Savard would end up going too.
Savard's going to be done for the game here. He's going to be kicked out and sent to the dressing rooms. Tyler Savard, after dropping the gloves, still trying to get after Gavlis in the box. Gersoy is trying to get it. This is starting to get out of control a little bit, as here you see the slash after the whistle. It really started all of this, and Tyler Savard will head to the locker room and be done in this bronze medal game.
That was quite the slash, too, that Dintino enacted. I mean, I get it. You get dumped like that. It was a bit of a blindside hit. Totally understand. But part of the keys was, again, managing the emotions, keeping your cool. And that is not exactly keeping your cool.
So Gersoy and Ball will get an explanation from the officials. And we thought these referees and linesmen might be busy in this game today after what we saw in pregame warm-ups with the lineup at the red line discussing a few things, and starting to boil over here early in the second period. Just 4 minutes and 1 second in, and we have already a player done for this game. There you see it was Playfair barking at his man. Furster headed to the box, and then right after that, Tyler Savard dropped the gloves and started giving Gavlis a couple of uppercuts, and due to that, Gavlis heads to the box, but Tyler Savard done for the game, out to the dressing room. We'll wait to see what the official calls are there, as well as the referees talk with the scorekeepers. Both teams are barking in the penalty box. The referees have to put their head in there and just tell them to calm down.
You saw the little smile on Verster's face, and man, it's almost like it'd be nice to be mic'd up in there, but also probably not, what we can put on air.
No, I don't know if we could air any of anything that's being said in that penalty box right now.
No, it'd be a lot of, not a lot of words, and I think just a lot of beeps, honestly. So it wouldn't be all that entertaining or good for anyone to listen to, but yeah, disappointing for Savard. We're just gonna see.
No wonder TMU is upset.
Yeah, and I get that, and Gavlis lined up Dentino, and that was a blindside hit for sure. Yeah.
It's to the head.
Yeah.
It's
a
little late.
Yeah, late, exactly.
And
unnecessary is another word, maybe at that point.
That's why we saw the Bold so upset. Yeah. And I don't think Gavlis was originally called on a head contact penalty as well.
No, I don't think there was any call on that penalty in action. I think that's what the Bold were also so upset about, is that you do that and that there's no call. And of course, it's Gavlis who's involved in that sequence. I mean, he's been physical in every single game that he's played. And you see head coach Brandon Cote chatting with the official, getting a bit of an explanation on what's going on. The other official still in the official circle, also having a conversation. Timekeeping for game sheet purposes, everything.
And once we get an official word on penalties, we will get that to you as soon as we can. There's no time on the clock. Now it just came up 2 minutes to Gavlis is on the clock. And there you see, that's Savard. Savard was the one that dropped the gloves, the only one to drop the gloves. And the referees and linesmen did a good job of getting in there quickly to stop Savard from landing a few more on Gavlis, who didn't drop the gloves. However, didn't lay that hit. We also, on the score clock, Kinnenberg has 5 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure if that's meant to be 28, because 28... I think it's supposed to be Savard if it's on the Saskatchewan side right now, so that 28 has to go to the TMU side. So it looks like Savard's going to get a 5-minute penalty of some sorts through all this.
5, dropping the gloves, fighting. Yeah, kicked out. Checks out, maths. Oh, I can't say that you're not entertained watching this. You got a party basically in both penalty boxes, and you saw the takedown there by the official. That was quite the quick takedown there. Kudos.
Well, Gavlis clearly knows that there's no fighting in youth sports, not allowed, and didn't want to drop the gloves with Tyler Savard, who can handle his own. Gavlis can handle himself as well, but Tyler Savard knows how to throw 1 or 2 as well.
Well, the thing is, I think Savard knew that there was no fighting either, but not sure that he really cared at that point. I think he was really fired up and upset that his teammate got blindsided like that, and I think he just threw caution to the wind, honestly, is what it looked like.
So face-off's going to come, I believe, inside of the TMU zone. It's going to be 5-on-4. And the officials just trying to get the timekeepers to put the 28 on the other side of the score clock.
Well, it looks like it's going to, yeah.
Johnny
Right now
Duco.
there's only 3 Bold out there, so.
Johnny Duco having a talk with the officials right now, just trying to get an explanation on.
If they could throw that explanation up here in a memo too, that'd be phenomenal. Send us an email, you know.
Only 4:01 gone here in the second period.
Curious to see how the rest of this second period ends up playing out with, again, the 4 minutes of entertainment we've had so far here. And again, one official at the timekeeping box, the other official with head coach Johnny Duco.
Versoy is going to go over now to the far side and try to get an explanation from the far official as well, just to figure out what also is going on, what penalties will be called. Still nothing officially coming in on our score sheets here to relay to you at home about that last kerfuffle. And sitting for this long too, Brianna, as a former player playing women's hockey for the GGs, playing for Ohio State, you have the experience of sitting sometimes in long stoppages like this where nothing's really happening. You're on the bench. We're obviously not going to allow all the benches to clear and skate out and get the legs warm. So what do you do in situations where you're just stagnant like this for an extended period of time?
Again, you remain focused on the game, on what you need to be doing. Maybe chatting with your teammates. If you're a D, you're chatting with your D partner. Forward, you're chatting with your line mates just to make sure you're all on the same page. Maybe you've noticed something that hasn't been working. You can take some time to adjust. And
just looking at our our score clock here. So 9 minutes on the clock for Tyler Savard. 2 minutes on the board for Playfair. And that's why it's a 5-on-3, it seems like. And we'll...
I mean, at least that makes a little bit more sense right now. But again, the official back at the box just to make sure everything is working properly and makes sense.
Is just going back to, is there anything you can do with your legs on the bench here to try and stay warm? You can't have a bike on the bench.
Could you imagine?
Could you? That'd be...
But I know for myself, I just ended up just putting sometimes a leg on the bench and stretching a little bit out the hip flexors, just getting the hips opened up. You're using your hips quite a bit as players, so just doing what you can, and everyone's so different. So what worked for me maybe not have worked for someone else, but everyone has their own routine and what works for them, and just sticking to that.
So it is going to be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, and then it'll be 7 more minutes of power play time for the Huskies.
Wow. Talk about an opportunity for the Huskies.
I'm not sure if I've seen a power play this long in the many games I've called. Petruik sends it down low. Keeler, Petruik to Holt. Holt fan on that shot in the slot. Puck comes loose. They're battling for it. Brand trying to clear. Kept in at the line well by Kozier. Petruik, high slot, waits, fires on this near side. Keeler, and Edmonds gets over in time to make the save. Great stop from Kai Edmonds.
Oh, and Edmonds is going to be busy, especially when it's a 5-on-3. It's so challenging to keep that L or triangle, however you want to do it, and a great one-timer by Keeler. But again, Edmonds tracking it very well, anticipating that there was going to be a one-timer opportunity from the flank, and was able to come across in time and stop it. But to your point, we witnessed on the Thursday however many overtimes now we've had this extended power play opportunity for the Huskies. Absolutely wild here.
Petruik. Holt. That's Los Galvo on the far side fan on that. In the corner, it's sent down ice by the Bold, and out Roddy Ross will play it. Kozier. Keeler with speed over the line of Holt. Petruik receives it off the boards. Spins back toward the point. Petruik. Keeler. Top of the circle. Nice 1-2 pass. Petruik hits the side of the net. Kozer to the far side. Petruik. His one-timer. Edmonds once more gets over in time. Keeler. Switches there. Kozer. Keeler to Kozer. Kozer. His chance off the side of goal as well. Keeler to Holt. Holt, his shot goes off the end boards. Rebound, diving in. Edmonds finds it and holds on for a face-off. 10 seconds remaining in 5-on-3 action. Great puck movement from the Huskies.
Solid opportunities there by the Huskies going cross ice. You have Keeler on the flank over to Petruik, and a phenomenal stop by Edmonds. They did that twice actually, going back to Petruik, and Edmonds squared to it. And TMU has to be better with that cross ice. They know that they're feeding Petruik on that side. Might be a little bit different here with this unit, but you have to stay compact. Take a page out of the Huskies book. Stay contained and compact in this L or in this triangle for this 5-on-3.
Back to 5-on-4 for 7 minutes now. Berthlet's shot is blocked there. 7 minutes of 5-on-4 power play time for the Huskies. Peltier backhands it to the point. Here's Reinhardt to the far side. Wong back to Reinhardt. Berthlet. Cross ice pass broken up there by Playfair and cleared down ice by the Bold.
Bold have to be careful here on this PK as well. There was an opportunity just there where all three, except for the defenseman for TMU, were all on one side. So they have to make sure they're not overextending themselves and opening up a laneway as a result.
Wong to the far side. Here's Reinhardt. Wong. Reinhardt to Wong. Wong to the far side. Great save from Edmonds. Got over it to deny Berthlet on the far side. Berthlet. Stolen off Chagru. Sends it down ice and cleared.
On Kai Edmonds, clearly dialed in here for this hockey game, absolutely keeping his team in it as they have this extended PK that they need to survive in order to get back to 5-on-5 play.
Holt over the line, dodges the check of Brand. Swiped by the Bold, trying to clear once more. Bouncing puck is kicked forward at the line, kept in by Kozer. Brand, backhand. Martin finds a lane and sends it down ice once again. The Bold. Now 5:22 remaining here on the power play for Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan doing a pretty good job, though, for the most part, keeping it in at the blue line. The most notable one was that one by Kozer. A little bit of soccer skills there, keeping it in.
Cross-ice pass, Los Chiavo, top of the circle, gets it to Kozer. Petruik, Los Chiavo. Kozer to Petruik, Kozer, Petruik, waiting, fire, looks for a cross-ice pass, great stick coming from the Bold. Kozer, Petruik, fans on that shot, and it's cleared down ice by TMU. Number one power play in the nation during the regular season, trying to get a goal on an extended. It was 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, then 5-on-4 for 7. Now over the line is Kozer. Taken down there. He battles on the far side. TMU trying to hold on here on this extended penalty kill. Pass meant for this near side is all the way down ice by the Huskies, and TMU will change 3.
It was the right idea, though. Holt was all by himself pretty much in the middle. Had that pass connected, he would have only had to beat Chagru before getting to the net on Edmonds.
Kinneberg to Ball on the far side. Here's Prefontaine, works it down low for Tkachuk. Tkachuk gets it in the corner. Cross-ice pass for Stebbings was intercepted and cleared down ice once again by TMU. 3:46 remaining in their kill. Kinneberg makes a move over the line. Centering attempt goes up off a stick and out of play. And pretty impressive penalty kills so far for the TMU Bold. As Dentino will head to the room. I believe he was given a game misconduct as well. see if we can, you got a 10-minute for slashing, 2 and a 10, I believe, for slashing. And we'll just discuss this a little bit more in the scores area. Oh, and I think it's actually, Dentino, I think, is gone for that head hit, getting that hit to the head, and we'll head to the dressing room. Not sure if the concussion spotter may have spotted him, and we'll want to take a look at after he received that high hit.
I think it's because they need someone in the box still.
Yeah, they need someone to serve Dentino as Dentino goes to the dressing room after receiving that high hit. Yeah. So hopefully Dentino is okay. That hit was up high, and will be okay to come back in this hockey game. But
yeah, because it was, like you mentioned, it was high, it was hard, wasn't expecting it, and so it might just be a protocol to make sure everything's okay and clear him, and hopefully see him back out. And we see just a conversation happening between Brandon Cote for the Huskies and the official. An explanation as to what happened there. But again, hopefully all is okay with Dentino. You never like to see that. So hopefully all is good and we see him back out later.
So Tyler Savard was given 2 minutes and 2 and a 10 for instigating, along with a game misconduct. Let's see if there's more that will come in as well for that. Nonetheless, we'll try to give you a full penalty breakdown when we get the entire list of what transpired and what was handed out. Nonetheless, it's 3:20, remaining in this Huskies power play. Keeler stopped at the line. Portocaust carried it into the neutral zone, but it's taken back by the Huskies now. Here's Holt with it. Petruik over the line to Holt. Holt off the boards on this near side. Oschiavo down low for Holt. Oschiavo. Crozier waiting, gets it back down low for Holt. Holt works to the far side of goal. Petruik, Oschiavo. Back over, Petruik at the point. Crozier receives it off the boards. Back past Petruik to Crozier. Crozier, cross-ice pass. Oschiavo waits, looking for tip in front. It's bouncing up in the air toward Edmonds, who finds it and holds on for a face-off. 2:26 remaining here in the power play for the Huskies.
And the puck's moving around. The Huskies are finding their players. They're trying to put it towards the net. Edmonds squared to it. A little bit of frustration on the Huskies players as they can't seem to get where they want to go. And chatting with Brandon Cote before the game on what the key is really for their special team to be successful is that TMU has in the neutral zone really 3 across. They sit back, so the entry has been a little bit stinted, but the goal really for Huskies is to try to maintain that zone possession, get in there, penetrate the zone, and get in behind and really try to draw the PKers across the middle and then put it back the other way to catch them out of position.
Sent down ice once more by the Bold, all the way down on Roddy Ross, who leaves it there. The Bold have killed 7 minutes of power play time, 2 of those being 5-on-3, have another 2:08 to kill to try and kill off this impressive kill. They don't know it, they score! Coming the other way, Justin Ball in the slot converts on the power play, and it's 1-0 Saskatchewan.
Well, and you can see it's almost like relief on Ball's face. And again, it was the Huskies getting in behind the Bold and getting that short little pass to Ball in front from Bertollet, the one-timer to be able to beat Kai Edmonds. And that's something that they adjusted, did a little bit better on that last entry into the zone.
So the Huskies, with 2:03 remaining in their power play, will still be on the power play. And just as I was saying, it was a fantastic 7 minutes of a penalty kill for the Bold. The Huskies get one
It really was, though, an impressive PK. And again, when you think about it, you just said they killed 7 minutes. Like, think about that. So there's only so much, really, you can kill before the opposing team's going to capitalize on an opportunity.
And against the best power play in the nation during the regular season. Ball gets his second of the tournament. The captain in his last game converts and puts the Huskies up 1-0 in this bronze medal game with 9:02 remaining in the second period. And has to be a little bit of a boost for his bench. Just a beautiful play out front for Ball to have it right in the slot. No one there. They got in the middle, and there was no one there.
Well, they got in the middle, and what happened was because Bertole did such a great job of drawing a couple TMU players away, which allowed for that space where Ball ended up being to be open. It was a short little pass, and that's something that they didn't really do previously on their 7 minutes of power play time, is that they weren't drawing TMU out of their contained box. They weren't making them expand. So for TMU, it was very simple to just stay in their positions and maybe move their sticks. But that slight little adjustment in the speed of which they executed was what made them successful and able to convert.
So we'll do this face-off at center ice. 9:02 remaining in the second period. 2 minutes on the clock left in the penalty to Savard. Face-off won back by TMU. Barnes gets it down ice, and they'll look to kill off these remaining 2 minutes. Kinneberg gets it forward. Here's Berthlet. Peltier stopped at the line, though, by Playfair. Kinneberg stolen off the puck by Portocalis. Over to Playfair. Playfair's chance, shorthanded, goes wide. Kinneberg. Berthlet with speed on the far side of Wong. Down ice. Edmonds out to play it. Rings it around the boards. Lands on the stick. Ball to Wong. Wong. Up to the point. Kinneberg. Berthlet. Back to Kinneberg. Wong. Trying to find the bumper position. Ball. Cross ice pass. It's still loose in the crease. And holding on is Edmonds for a face-off. 59 seconds remaining in the power play for the Huskies.
I really liked the movement between those top three, and Kinneberg doing a good job of distributing the puck, and the goal was to get it to Ball right in the middle there, and Wong did a good job of getting it, just not a good enough kind of oomph behind that shot, as TMU did a good job converging and disrupting the shot attempt.
Face-off won by TMU, and a broken stick on the ice as well, as Holt's stick exploded on that face-off. Bowie will be shown out of the circle, and Chagru will take his place. So it'll be Chagru versus Holt for this face-off. Draw one back by TMU. They fire it down ice, and will kill some more time on this penalty kill.
What's really helped out TMU with their PK is anytime off the face-off, they've been successful in getting the possession of the puck and able to just shoot it down right away.
Keeler cuts toward the middle, drops it out. Los Chiavo can't, just holds the line. Chagru trying to clear. Body, good position from Chagru, who lifts it forward. Portocalis, shorthanded break, takes a shot that goes off the skate of Kozier and wide. 27 seconds remaining this Huskies power play now. Keeler with speed over the line is offside. Petruik on the far side. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone with 7:22 remaining in the second period.
Well, that was a pretty easy breakout for the Huskies, made possible by a not really greatly timed change by the TMU Bold. Chagru and Portocalis did a great job of getting the puck out of their zone and actually having an opportunity on the offense, shorthanded here by Portocalis. But both of them kind of just peeled off and changed and allowed a lot of time and space for the Huskies.
Huskies still offside, and that faceoff's going to come all the way down inside of the Huskies zone. 14 seconds remain in the Saskatchewan power play. 7:16 on the clock, and it's going to be nice for TMU to play some hockey with 5 players on the ice in this second period.
Yeah, it'll be a change, eh? Oh, wow. Yeah, I think even as a player myself, I've never experienced that. That is quite something.
Bowie lines up in the circle against Tkachuk. Tkachuk wins it back. Been phenomenal in the face-off circle so far this morning / early afternoon now, as Ben Tkachuk drawing in the lineup for this bronze medal game. Back to even strength hockey now as the Bold finally back to 5-on-5 action, as the 9 minutes on the clock for Tyler Savard is finally completed. Berthlet knocked it forward. Playfair sends it down in deep for TMU. Gross first to it for Saskatchewan. Berthlet on this near side. Rings it around. Stebbings. Lionel battling. Good reverse hit there by Reinhardt as he lays his man down on the ice. Grigorev, shot blocked. Stebbings trying to chase the other way, but blew a tire, wasn't able to get there, and Grigorev gets back in time. Berthlet backhands it down in deep. Laid offside by the Huskies, and they have to regroup, gives the Bold some time to break out. 6:10 remaining here in the second period. Saskatchewan leading by 1. And offside at the line are TMU, and will take some more time to figure out everything that we just saw in that second period. 1-0 the Huskies lead midway through the second period. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory. The lights are bright, the stakes higher. This isn't just a game, it's the moment. Hydrated, focused, ready to win. Powered by BioSteel. Welcome to Championship Weekend.
Back here to the nation's capital, 1-0. The Huskies lead over the Bold. There you see Kai Edmonds, the hometown Ottawa, Ontario native, so far this season. A 902 save percentage, 90 saves here in the University Cup, a 1-for-1 record, 8 goals against, and the hometown Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan-born man, Roddy Ross, in goal for the Saskatchewan Huskies. Has had a little quiet of a second period for him. Hasn't had to deal with 9 minutes of penalty kill to save against, but has been sharp when needed inside of that crease for the Saskatchewan Huskies.
Yeah, and Edmonds, like you were saying, definitely the busier of the two. Came up with some solid stops, whether it was regular 5-on-5 or on the PK.
Bold can't carry the line. Condata waiting, will send it down in once more as the Bold change. Ross out to play it to the far side. Gavlis, long stretch ice pass, can't find a man. Condata intercepts. Off the skate of Melikov, who dumps it down in deep. Gavlis worked on there by Doherty. Down low, Melikov couldn't get it to Doherty. Doherty on the far side. Avoids one hit, sends it down low. Melikov. Up to the point, Condata. Barnes. Doherty, his chance was tipped and goes high. Melikov. Barnes holds the line. Back down low. Doherty behind goal. Plays it off the back of the net to Melikov. Melikov try to work it down low. Keeler will take it off the paddle of Ross. Keeler, he plays it off the back of the net now himself. Some nifty moves from both teams. Pass was intercepted by Condata. It's worked in the neutral zone, now picked up by Keeler. Keeler Makes one move, looking for options, finds Kozer. Now slapping it toward goal and stopped was Los Chiavo. Bold, pick it up. Dimovsky got it forward to Condata. Rubbed down by Kinneber and racing away is Peltier. Peltier on his backhand to his forehand, blocked by Condata. That shot was. Peltier, Kozer with some space. He shoots, he scores! Letting Kozer first of the tournament, and the Huskies lead by 2.
Well, this one was coming off the heels of a really great opportunity by Los Chiavo that Edmonds shut the door on. And again, the Huskies come back the other way after picking up a turnover. And it's Kozer, like you had mentioned, an absolutely phenomenal shot. Perfectly placed, good pace on it. And that one was going to beat Edmonds, honestly. That was perfectly placed. And again, just a really good first stop there on Pelletier, and Huskies recover the puck, find Kozer in the middle, unattended. He made no mistake with letting that one fly. I don't even know if Edmonds saw that one, honestly.
Had 4 goals in the regular season, 3 goals in the Canada West playoff run, and gets his first of the tournament to put the Huskies up by 2. As that was tipped, it went off the TMU bench. Just a stick or a glove that was over the boards, and the face-off will come at center.
Oh, beautiful shot there. And yeah, there were a couple of bodies that were in front of Edmonds, and that's where boxing out is so important. And so the official goal call was just Kozer and no assist. I imagine eventually that will be rectified because he definitely got a pass before he shot.
Kozer giving a little extra shot there by Martin in front of the TMU bench, as physicality still continuing here between these two teams. Kinneber gets it down in deep. Weird bounce off the boards is picked up by Iannello. Sorensen pinned up there by Iannello on the far side. Berthlet worked on by Bowie. Knocked forward. Portocalis long up over in the air. Nice glove down. Shot toward goal, and Ross holds on as a nice move by Melikov to bring it down out of midair to himself, as Portocalis and a Husky get involved, and at this point everyone's going to be headed to the box. As just beautiful stuff from Melikov to glove it down to himself and get a shot on Roddy Ross, who stood strong in goal to hold on for a face-off.
It was a good battle between Gross and Melikov, and it was a nice flip. I didn't see the TMU player who did it, but really good heads-up play, and also with Melikov making sure he stayed on side. When the puck's in the air, it's hard to see if you're on side or not, so it was really good timing there all the way around.
So Sorensen will head to the box, the only penalty in that scrum, and TMU now will head to the power play with 3:08 remaining here in the second period. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the call on Sorensen, as the Huskies have 2 minutes to kill here to try and keep their 2-goal lead. Grigorev, Iannello at the point. To the far side, Gersoy, his shot, they score! Seeing Aishot on the ice, goes through everyone, and a power play goal. TMU cut the lead down to 1.
Oh, and just like that, the lead is cut in half. TMU has made this a hockey game with that seeing eye shot right along the surface of the ice, and it just went through everyone. A nice pass over by Iannello. Gersoy taking the space that's allotted to him, and again, just went right through everyone. Ross was in position, but I think it got tipped, it looked like. Right,
Playfair was on the back door, went through the 5-hole of Ross. I'm not sure if anyone tipped it in the slot. However, Gersoy gets credit with it at this present moment. And the lead cut down to 1. TMU now only trail as Edmonds out of his goal had to scramble back as Furster was trying to pot one home after receiving that pass from Edmonds. Furster lays the bump on Playfair. Furster gets it back. Sharp angle chance was blocked by Barnes. Poked forward, TMU carried over. Here's Playfair with it. Over the line, he drops it. Grigorev. Sharp angle, chance work to his forehand, and Ross was there to make the save. Playfair. Gersoy, his pass intercepted by Ball. 2-on-2 the other way for Saskatchewan. He'll dump it down in deep. Edmonds plays it for Barnes. Barnes can't clear. Wong keeps it at the line. Couldn't find Petruik in the high slot. Bold trying to clear, and they just get it out. No, they can't. Kozer high up in the air. It's gloved down. Kondata, pocket picked by Petruik. Petruik behind goal. Leaves it there for Wong. Wong cycles it for Holt. Holt. Still working on it is Holt. Back behind goal. Centering pass off the pad of Edmonds. 3-on-2 the other way. Now 3-on-3 with the back checking Holt. To the far side. On toe drag and a big hit as well as Holt lays into his man Martin. And Holt will get a talking to from a few players as he lays a big hit with 1:19 remaining in the second period.
Well, it came right after the shot had gone off, and Holt lined up his player and absolutely creamed what looked like it was Martin for the Bold. Wow. Holt just all over the ice. He had his own opportunities at the other end, comes in and lays out Martin after the shot was already off. Still not too late, though. The puck had just gone, so I'm kind of okay with that timing. But, yeah, huge hit. Wow.
Nothing wrong with that in my opinion as well, but I understand why TMU would get frustrated with that late hit earlier on that wasn't called to the head of Dintino, who is in the dressing room right now being attended to. Face-off win by the Bold. Iannello at the point. His shot tipped in front, blockered away by Ross. Down low. Martin. Wong comes up with it, though, for the Huskies. Here's Wong. Long dump in down ice. That set play doesn't work, and it's icing against the Huskies with 1:01 remaining in the second period.
Right idea though, that Wong had, because Holt is speedy, too. So not only is he good on the hits, good on the forecheck and puck possession, but he's got a set of wheels on him, and we've seen that play work out in previous games that the Huskies have played. So, I understand where Wong was coming from. You never know with these boards, though.
You just never know his rights with these boards. Scramble draw, still battling for it. Bowie comes up with it. Last minute play here in the second period as Bowie's pinned up against the boards by Kozer. Melikov finds the loose puck down low on his backhand. He sends it to the point. Iannello fakes the shot, couple of head fakes. Now cycles and works the blue line. Blows a tire and has to be forced out to the neutral zone. Doherty knocks it in and is offside at the line once again.
Well, and Iannello had to be really careful there as he was getting a lot of pressure up high on the point, and he's the last person back. So if he loses that puck, Huskies are going for an opportunity the other way. So have to be so careful as a D with that situation.
Faceoff comes with 34.2 seconds remaining here in the second period. It's one back by the Bold. Rupoli sends it in. Gavlis knocks it down. Prefontaine on the far side. It's tipped out to the neutral zone. Fired right back in by TMU. Gavlis. Prefontaine. Gersoy gets in between that pass. 15 seconds remaining in the period. 4 players trying to battle for it on the far corner. Prefontaine forward. 5 seconds remaining. Not much time for Saskatchewan and try and get a shot off before the end of this period as Gavlis skates away on the far side, unable to get a shot off. Good defensive play coming from the Bold and Joe Rupoli. And at the end of 2 periods of play, 2-1, the Huskies lead after what was a temper-filled second period. Boiling over, the tempers are here in the bronze medal game. There's a bronze medal still on the line, Brianna. How do you go into this dressing room in the second intermission to calm the tensions down in this hockey game for both teams?
Well, and I think part of it comes from the coaches going into the locker room and setting the tone and saying, look, you know, we've had our emotions, we've had our fights, enough now. We have to come out into this third period and recognize that there is a gold medal on the line. So it's putting it out to the players and say, look, you want to go out and scuff, or do you want to go out and win a medal? And specifically for a TMU team who's down by a goal, that needs to be the messaging, but it needs to come from the captain. It needs to come from the group as a whole. And on the Huskies side, it's really from head coach Brandon Cote, keeping the emotions in check, not allowing them to boil over, reminding them that there is this medal that is on the line. And with that, we are going to head downstairs to Declan DeBarp with Connor Bowie from the TMU Bold.
I'm joined with Connor Bowie. And Connor, what a penalty kill from you guys. Can you talk me through a little bit of the chaotic moments we saw as the physicality ramped up at the midpoint of the second period?
Yeah, anytime you have an 11-minute penalty kill, things tend to get a bit out of control. So we just tried to stay calm, and especially in a big moment like this, you just have to remain focused and let your training kind of take over, and we're prepared by our coaches, so we were able to get it done.
A hero in the faceoff dot is Connor Bowie, but Connor, you guys get one goal late on in this one. Only one goal separates you two. We've seen you guys fall before at this stage. What do you want to do to make sure you go home with the bronze?
Yeah, like you said, we have experience at this level, and we've gone home disappointed a couple times now, and it's just about taking that experience and kind of changing that outcome. And every guy in that room really wants this bronze medal bad. We're going to do everything we can to get it this period.
Thanks, Connor. Back up to you guys in the box.
Thank you very much, Declan. And Connor Bowie talking about that past experience to try and go home with the bronze medal. They've come back in hockey games in this tournament before. They're down by one going into the third period.
Yeah, I just love what Bowie had said there. You know, we have experience here, and it's really just bringing that experience and changing the outcome. Love that. Love what he said there, and the fact that everyone in the room wants it.
After 2 periods of play, Saskatchewan leads TMU 2-1 here in the bronze medal game. Our second intermission coming up. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory. The lights are bright, the stakes higher. This isn't just a game, it's the moment. Hydrated, focused, ready to win. Powered by BioSteel. Welcome to Championship Weekend.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the Bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. 2-1, the Huskies leading the Bold after 2 periods of play, and it's time for another U Sports Championship Spotlight brought to you by PepsiCo Foods Canada.
For this U Sports Champion Spotlight brought to you by PepsiCo Foods, Sarah Said sat down with TMU's men's basketball player Aaron Rooms, OUA's Player of the Year, to learn more about his journey through Canadian basketball.
I'm with Aaron Rooms, who plays basketball for the TMU Bold. Aaron, I was wondering if you could tell me when you first started playing basketball.
I started playing basketball when I was about 9. Played for this little club in Oakville called the Oakville Vitas. When I was 9, even before that, I was doing rec league. So my dad was there, and he was just I was always taller than everybody else. It was just why not you play basketball?
You have all the accolades. So, OUA Rookie of the Year, U Sports Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
What was the first year for you in U Sports basketball like?
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie, because the transition between high school and university, I think for anybody is difficult, either from an academic or a sports standpoint. But I was, grateful to have a great coaching staff and Coach David DeVero. He helped me transition really well. He put his trust in me right away, which is not something you see a lot in rookies. I was a starter right away. As the year went on, things got easier, of course, as I adjusted.
That offseason, right after your rookie year, is when you got drafted to the CBL, correct?
Yeah.
So you're going from high school to uni, then CBL, Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Did you kind of expect that to happen in that way?
Honestly, no. I literally I went into my first year thinking obviously I want to play, and I just wanted to make an impact. It was expressed in my game where I was just working hard all the time. I just wanted to make an impact. I wanted to be the best I could be. I even had the experience or the opportunity, to wear Canada across my chest out in Chile for the Nations League for 3-on-3. That was a surreal experience. I felt so proud, just wearing the red and white. There's this narrative that, Canadian universities aren't that good in terms of sports, and, just the uprising of Canada basketball and how great it's become and how big it's becoming with the WNBA now coming to Toronto. People are recognizing Canadian basketball players in the NBA now more, and in the Olympics. It's just great to be a part of that conversation and contribute to the growth of Canada basketball.
At the University of Ottawa, we're open to people and cultures, to diversity, to open fields where minds run free, to possibility and discovery. We're open to changing times that force us to grow, and bold ideas that shape the status quo. We're open to balanced lives and spirits that thrive. But most of all, we're open to you.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, aussi bon que Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur icitout.tv.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, les Bag Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
Welcome back here to the Arena TD Place as we take a look at our Marriott highlights from the second period, and it was a long second period. The Huskies had a 9-minute power play at one point, 2 minutes of those being 5-on-3, and Kai Edmonds was very busy in that TMU Bold and making saves front to back here and there. Nonetheless, unable to kill the entire penalty kill off as Justin Ball got his second of the tournament on the power play. Assist coming from Rhett Reinhardt and Trevor Wong. And then Kosier then made it 2-1 for the 2-0, for the Huskies. Assist coming from Peltier and Stebbings on that goal. And Kevin Gersoy, though, answering for the Bold late on the power play themselves to make it a 2-1 hockey game, and the Bold only trail by one now as Kai Edmonds was so busy. You see a couple of good chances from the Huskies as well. Just relentless pace during that second period on Kai Edmonds, getting shots, making him move side to side both ways. And there you saw a beautiful, beautiful shot from Kosier. That put the Huskies up 2-0 in this hockey game. And then Roddy Ross stood strong in goal when called to. Didn't face much in that second period and had this one go by him, the seeing eye shot from Gersoy to make it a 2-1 hockey game. And take a look at the stats after 2 periods of play. 18 shots in favor of the Bold, 12 for the Huskies. 1 for 5 are the Huskies on the power play compared to 1 for 3 on the Bold. But I don't think the talking point of that second period was the scoring prowess of both these teams. It was the rough stuff that we saw between these two teams. We saw a little bit of give and go. There was a shot from Ben Tkachuk on Doherty that really started off. Then a couple of big hits going back and forth, most notable from the Huskies, who were hard on the forecheck and hard hitting through the middle. There was this debatable high hit on Dintino that wasn't called. Dintino then gave a big slash to Furster, which caused a huge kerfuffle after he was sent to the box. It really all kicked off with Savard dropping the gloves and giving Gavlis 2 or 3 uppercuts. Savard was kicked out of this hockey game, and we won't see him for the rest of this. So Gavlis was also sent to the box as well. The hits continue to fly. A great reverse hit from Reinhardt. The Bold try to give the bodies of their own as Doherty was in there making his presence known on the forecheck. Another big open ice hit as well from the Huskies. And Chagru trying to make his impact for the Bold as well. The physical presence, I'm sure will continue here in the third period, Brianna, but there's also a bronze medal at stake, and it's a 1-goal hockey game.
Well, and that hit on Dentino really kicked off all the other physical stuff that followed throughout the rest of that period. And at the end of the day, yes, both were giving shoves to each other, but both teams also faced challenges. You know, we talked about Roddy Ross standing tall when he was called upon, but it's challenging as a goaltender when you're not going and getting shots, and then all of a sudden you get one shot, and that's the one that Gersoy put on him and ended up going in. But you know, the challenge also for TMU Bold during that period was you're down for most of it, and then you're coming back to try to get something going on 5-on-5 play. That's a challenge in and of itself. It's a totally different game. Not everyone plays necessarily on the penalty kill either, so now you have individuals who are sitting for an extended period of time. Nonetheless, we're coming back here for this third period action, and Saskatchewan is still currently leading 2-1. So the question is, can TMU overcome their past experiences here and tie up this game and take it into extended time, or is Saskatchewan going to hang on?
20 minutes to find out. Just of note, overtime. They won't see another 5 overtime game for the Bold here in this bronze medal game. It's 10 minutes of 5-on-5, and then we will go to a shootout if needed. We'll see if these teams can wrap it up in 20 minutes or if we will need extra time. Can the Bold come back and finally win bronze here at the University Cup? Or can the Saskatchewan Huskies hold on to their 2-1 lead and take bronze home to Saskatchewan? Down ice, and icing will be called against Saskatchewan 17 seconds into this third period.
The real question I have here is how many penalties are we going to see in this 20 minutes between these two teams?
I think it really will depend on the scoreline.
Absolutely.
It will depend on the scoreline. If it somehow gets out of hand on this, we haven't seen any blowouts at this tournament. It's been phenomenal hockey the entire tournament, and we're not seeing one here again today with both teams. It was so skilled in a 1-goal hockey game right now. Brandt played it forward, intercepted by Keeler. Cross-ice pass, Stebbings takes it off the wall over the line. Worked by Brand on the poke check. Keeler sends it down off a skate out in front. Prefontaine to Keeler. Will ring it down behind goal. Stebbings pinned up against the boards by Iannello. Loscavo comes up with it. Loscavo protecting the puck. Grigorev watching him. Delayed call coming up, and out in front. Cross-checking will be called against Stebbings. And the Bold will head to the power play, and I think we're going to expect things to be very tightly called here in the third period, especially with the stick work.
I like how the linesmen were getting in between Stebbings and Iannello, because you could see Iannello in his eyes. He really wanted to have some words with Stebbings, but again, it comes back to it's just not worth it. Take the fact that you have a power play opportunity now. You're down by a goal. This is a chance to go and tie this game. So again, TMU Bold players have to keep a lid on their emotions and do what needs to be done here on this power play opportunity. Of Bowie in the faceoff dive has been absolutely phenomenal here.
Faceoff won by the Bold. Iannello at the point. Waiting, firing, and the calm glove of Roddy Ross holds on for a faceoff.
Good job there by Bowie winning the draw and getting it back to Iannello, who moved towards the middle for that shot, finding the open lane. Again, you have a couple of big bodies. You have Bowie, you have Playfair. Someone just needs to stick themselves in front of Roddy Ross in front of the net.
At the point, Iannello to the far side. Grigorev, his chance, a shoulder save coming from Ross. Grigorev spinning, works it back to the point. Ianello. Gersoy, top of the circle, works it down low. Ianello gets it back now at the point. Grigorev tipped out in front by Bowie and goes wide. In the near corner, Playfair works it to the point. Ianello makes a move, walks in, down low to Playfair. Gersoy now. Playfair off the end wall. To the point, Grigorev. Gersoy, Grigorev. Ianello. Grigorev. Down low, Bowie in the corner. Grigorev with it. Ianello. Gersoy walks top of the circle. His shot blocked there by a sprawling Ben Tkachuk. Gersoy, 45 seconds remaining in this TMU power play. Ianello, his shot, rebound left out and swiped away by the Huskies. Ianello, Gersoy, near side. Waiting, high slot. Bowie's chance goes high and wide. Down low, Kozier trying to clear and does, and finally the Huskies can get a change. 22 seconds remaining in this power play for TMU. Martin, 10 seconds left in the power play. Martin tries to get through two defenders. It's poked away. Barnes swipes it down low. Bouncing puck. Martin works it to the far side behind goal. Back to Martin. His chance blocked in front. Back to even strength. Portocal spins, fires, blocked away by Ross, and swiped out down ice. And with the fresh ice, that will go down and be icing called against Saskatchewan.
On another successful PK for Saskatchewan. And, you know, TMU, I liked the puck movement that they had there. They tried a couple of different things, but would have liked to have seen, you know, a little bit better puck recovery. I found Huskies were a lot better at recovering those loose pucks behind the net compared to TMU, but still got some good shots on there, some really phenomenal blocks, namely by Tkachuk for the Huskies, that disallowed some good opportunities on Roddy Ross to not even make it to him.
Scramble draw is picked up by Stebbings, and the Huskies carried out to center. Dumped in and chased by Stebbings. Barnes first to it for TMU. Stebbings finds it in the far corner. Condata takes him into the boards, and that was from behind, and there'll be a penalty as Condata will head to the box. And just a little bit of a stick on the back.
As soon as you get the stick right on the back of the pants there and go down a little bit, you're going to force the player to go down. It's something that D were taught mostly to use in front of the net, not really going that situation.
So an unsportsmanlike call will go against Stebbings as well for embellishment. And that will lead to it being 4-on-4.
I think that's the quickest return I've ever seen to the penalty box by a player who had just stepped out of it.
So face-off will come 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I believe it's going to be 4-on-4. Both teams with 4 out. As we just try to figure out at the timekeeper's box, then we should be ready to go once the time gets put on the clock. 16:35 left here in the third period. So 2 minutes put up on either side. We'll see 4-on-4 action for a full 2 minutes, an offensive zone draw for the Huskies. Keeler will line up in the offensive zone draw. Grigorev, though, wins it back. Grigorev. Back down low, Rad. Skates out back from behind. Drops it now. Gersoy makes one move over the line, the goal scorer for the Bold. Gersoy through his own legs, drops it. Grigorev slaps it toward Ross, and he finds it and holds on for a face-off 1:37 remaining in 4-on-4 action.
I really like that breakout that TMU did. A couple of drop passes coming up with speed, and then Gersoy taking it, carrying it over the blue line into the zone and ending up with an opportunity by Grigoriev. But again, it's from the outside. So good goaltender like Roddy Ross is going to have that angle all day long.
Face-off won by the Huskies as they just control it behind their own goal, and now we'll start a breakout. Berthlet on the far side, up over the line, makes one move, try to get past Ianello, but Ianello's skate got in the way of a speeding Berthlet headed toward goal. Ianello. Bowie. I'm sorry, that's a Playfair. With pressure on, will have to work his way back into the neutral zone. The TMU captain sends it over to Brand. Ianello. Ianello spins back in his own end. Rad. Martin gets it up over the line. Cleared off his stick right away. They battle in front of that Saskatchewan bench, and Wong comes up with the puck. Prefontaine dumps it in, will chase himself. He beats Rad to the puck. Prefontaine knocked off though on the far side. They battle for it. Rupoli in there as well for TMU. Picked up Martin. Being worked on there by Prefontaine. Martin sends it to the far side. Gavlis holds the line. Backhand. Finds Peltier. Peltier down low. Up to the point. Prefontaine winds. Fires. That's blocked by Rupoli. Prefontaine sends another shot toward goal. Blocked by Rupoli once more. Sharp angle chance is stopped by Edmonds. Peltier tied up in the circle with Condata. Portocalis. Stick handling, trying to clear, is worked on by Stebbings. Portocalis. Stebbings blows a tire, goes flying into the net, and Edmonds accidentally. Peltier picks it up over, drops it over the line. Petruic. Offside are the Huskies, gives the Bold lots of time to break out as the Huskies regroup. Doherty over the line on the far side. He's dropped the puck, no one there to receive it, and the Huskies will carry it out. Down deep by Tkachuk. Firster, first on it. Big hits in the corner as Tkachuk is ready to lay the body for Saskatchewan. And that will be whistled down. Icing called against Saskatchewan. And face-off will come back in their own end. 13:32 remaining in the third period.
And you see Saskatchewan not happy about that call as they felt that TMU just let it go by on the icing, and absolutely crushing hit, a tag team effort as a couple of Huskies players hit a Bold player. I believe it looked like Melikov, but good tag teaming effort there with the physicality.
Ball. Firster on it here. Gets it over to Ball. Backhand pass to the far side. Kozier, his chance goes wide. Around the boards, it's to the neutral zone and knocked back in by Kinneberg. Barnes. Carries it up the fifth here. Gets it down in deep. Gersoy on in the near corner. Gersoy battling with Petruic. Four players jamming away, trying to find that puck in the near corner. At that point, it's Condata. Condata, his chance goes wide, just looking glove side on Ross. Kinneberg. Petruic. Off the boards, hold too far for him. Edmonds plays it to the far side. Chop forward, worked out by the Bold, all the way back inside of the Saskatchewan zone. Kinneberg to Gavlis. Edmonds will come out to play it behind his goal. Rupoli, Martin. His pass was a stray there as Wong gives him a cross check. Him and Martin are tied up as the Huskies have it in the offensive end. Long shot goes high and wide. Prefontaine couldn't hold the line. Bowie will come up with it. Bowie rubbed off the puck there by Holt. Holt then gets dumped there by Bowie, and Bowie will now head to the box. It's going to be a boarding call for Bowie, and we'll see a Saskatchewan power play here with 11:54 remaining in the third period. I think in other games this may be a call that isn't called, although it is right on the numbers anyways. That's a board. I was seeing that angle of it. It's a board in any game, actually.
It should be a call as a boarding in any game, correct? But we've seen a couple of missed calls where it was the same sort of situation and didn't get called. But here, yeah, absolutely. And we actually see Martin heading into the box as well.
He was talking, and Martin will be shown out of this game for I presume using his mouth in a meaningful way to the referees. And he gives Ross some words as well on the way out. So Martin's night will be done. And we'll see what will come of that penalty as well.
Oh, that's a loss for Bold as well. You have Dantino out right now. I didn't see him return. You have now Martin that will not be in the game anymore. And again, Bowie had a good rush down there and just a little bit too aggressive on that hit. It's a dangerous play as you had a Holt that was a distance away from the boards, and it was all numbers to Bowie. That's a dangerous play. I mean, he looks no worse for wear, which is nice to see that he's out there and all good, but tough go right now for TMU for sure, but good opportunity for the Huskies to hunt that insurance marker here on the power play.
So a 2-minute power play, 5-on-4 for the Huskies. As Bowie will sit, Martin also sent to the room. That will be just a penalty that doesn't affect the team as a 10-minute misconduct of some sort. We'll get official word once we can. Kosier in his own end. Petruik. Holt over the line. Petruik chasing. Brand first to it for TMU. Rupoli. Cavill working on him in the corner. Rupoli goes hard into the boards, and he's down injured on the ice. Slow to get up is Rupoli. Rupoli works his way to the bench, and I'm sure frustrated as he took that hard hit, went in awkwardly into the boards. Huskies making a move toward Holt, and Holt stopped there as Edmonds freezes the puck a little too far for Holt to reach, and Edmonds holds on for a face-off. 1:08 remaining here in the power play for Saskatchewan.
Oh, and that was, honestly, that's a pretty similar play to what we saw down at the other end with Bowie that was called. So again, it's a dangerous play. That's not how you want to be going into the boards, and sometimes during battles it happens, but that is, I think that should have been a goal in my own opinion.
Down low. And game misconduct handed out for Martin as it's sent down ice by TMU, and they change. Kinneberg. Speed over the line comes the Huskies. Berthlet drops it there for a ball. His chance was stopped by Edmonds, and it's cleared down ice by the Bold once again. Kinneberg to the far side. Peltier works in the corner. Peltier, Kinneberg up to the point. Berthlet centering pass hits the side of goal off the stick of Ball. Ball up to the point. Kinneberg. 3 seconds left here in the power play for the Huskies. Kinneberg to Wong. Wong fires, stopped by Edmonds with the glove. Rupoli diving, trying to get the puck out and can't. Back to even strength. Wong chopped down, looking for a caller. The Huskies won't get one there as Edmonds holds on for a face-off with 9:43 remaining here in the third period. We'll let the skaters clean the ice and take a break here as well as we track down who will take the bronze medal home between the Huskies and the Bold. The Huskies lead 2-1 here midway through the third. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est icitout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the Bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back here to the arena. TD Place 2-1. The Huskies leading the Bold in the bronze medal game of the 2025 BioSteel University Cup. So we try to find who will take home a medal here at the University Cup. Brandon Newell alongside myself, Tyler McDonald. Thanks for joining us for this bronze medal game as we have an offensive zone draw for the Huskies. It's been a back and forth affair, maybe not in terms of chances, but in terms of the rough stuff it has been. Huskies dump it in toward Edmonds. Tkachuk comes up with it for Saskatchewan. To the far side. Shot toward goal, rebound, cleared away. Reinhardt with the chance for the Huskies, and now he chases it back into his own end. Gross. His pass meant for Sorensen goes down, icing waved off. Picked up by Ianello. Barnes. Pass was intercepted. Barnes gets it back, though, and will carry it out himself. Barnes, the defender, swipes it to this near side, but offside at the line was Doherty. And a face-off will come in the neutral zone with 8:51 remaining.
You know, we were talking about how it's been exchanges one way and the other, not necessarily in terms of the scoring or the opportunities, but in terms of the physicality. But what I'm finding, too, is that the Huskies just seem like they have a little bit more pep in their step. They have a little bit more heart that they're playing with, which is interesting because we go back to the interview with Bowie saying everyone in the room really wants it, but it looks like Huskies might want it a little bit more.
Brand. Sent down ice. Icing will be called against the Bold, and we'll redo a faceoff this time at the other end, 150 feet the other way almost.
We're more than halfway through this last period, and TMU only down by 1 goal. But again, you have to stay out of the extracurriculars. Let the Huskies, play that game if that's what they want to do. But the TMU Bold really have to stick to their own game, and that's exactly what head coach Johnny Duco had said before the game as well. They've got a little bit distracted with the physicality, with the extracurriculars. They have to get back to playing their game.
Doherty gets it in deep. Kinnenberg tied up along the boards. Huskies pick up the puck. It's Keeler with it. 3-on-3. Keeler. Pass was intercepted. Good stick from Ianello. Brand. Spins off a check. Still has possession behind his own goal. Up to Shagru. Shagru tips it down in deep. Gavlis. Petruik. On the far side, here's Holt with it, with speed. Holt trying to get around Barnes. Holt goes hard into the boards as Barnes takes him down, and we'll have a penalty to TMU for roughing, and now a scrum will ensue back behind play as Kondata gets into it. And some more pulling of the pile. The pile now comes down behind. We'll have to watch those skates. Prefontaine's tied up as Holt goes to the bench to get some attention. Petruik's also going to go to the box here.
That's a tough one, as you see Holt going into the boards after Barnes. I mean,
so Petruik and Barnes are both going to the bench, or going to the box, pardon me.
I was actually going to say it was a good defensive play. I mean, Barnes stuck with Holt and turned with him and contained him to the outside, and yes, perhaps pushed, but did not extend the arms, didn't do any of that. So
it's still a violent play in a dangerous area by the boards, though, at a high speed. And in a game like this where tempers are already boiled over,
yes,
you try to calm things down and send people to the box so there's no retaliatory penalties for stuff like that.
For sure, but then the problem is the message you're sending by the officials to the teams is you can't even really play the game. That's the problem. As a D, that was actually a good play. I mean, obviously I don't want to see a player going into the boards at that speed, everything, but I actually thought Barnes played it well. It's unfortunate how they went in, but
Petruik will head to the locker room, I believe, on a 10-minute misconduct. See if we can see if he did anything in the pile here that would have led to that specifically. It's kind of cut off at the back. But
I think it's how he was maybe talking as he was going to the box and in the box. I didn't see anything in that scrum particularly, but he was talking quite a bit on the way to the box as he was escorted there.
Dawson Holt also going to the locker room as well to get looked at by the medical team, as both teams losing players. Just going back a few minutes ago to that Ian Martin penalty, why he was kicked out of the game, a gross misconduct for Ian Martin, so that's why he is done for the day. So 2 minutes on the clock on either side. Ben Kachuk will go over to serve the minor penalty for Petruik. And we'll see 4-on-4 action with 7:50 remaining here in the third period. Rad, Gersoy, Hindenburg on the far side. Kozer, Hindenburg. He's crunched in an awkward collision. Hindenburg and Gersoy. Keeler, Berthlet, nice drop pass. Berthlet, his chance goes high and wide. Grigorev. Bold have it blocked behind their own goal. Now started up. Still 4-on-4 here for another minute and 16 seconds. Kandata to Rad. Rad stopped up at the line there by his man. Back the other way comes Wong. Grigorev to defend. Wong finds Berthlet. Berthlet makes to his backhand. Edmonds out there to cut down the angle, and Berthlet ran out of room.
It's almost like Berthlet made one too many moves, deked himself out almost.
Reinhardt loses a glove on the play. It's at the blue line as Gross takes it behind. Up over the line, Los Chiavo. Brand, first on it though for Toronto. Los Chiavo takes him into the boards. Puck comes loose and lands on the stick of the Bold. Portocalis up over. Stops at the blue line. Around the boards. Gavlis first to it. Battles there with Bowie. Bold try to play it to the point. INL is coming down to help out with the scrum, and that goes all the way back. 13 seconds remaining in 4-on-4. Portocalis turns back toward his own end. Bold in the midst of a change, and Portocalis will just let that change finish. Hands it off to Brand. Kandata back to 5-on-5 action now. Doherty is offside, or icing, sorry, it's going to be icing called. And faceoff will come down inside of the TMU zone.
And as you mentioned, both players had exited the box, making sure that we got back to some 5-on-5 for a change in this game. And as Barnes was coming across the ice, he did get a bit of a whack from a Huskies player. So you know the Huskies are not forgetting what happened there.
Peltier in the face-off circle against Chagru. Draw one back by TMU. Brand with it. On the near side, Peltier chasing with that speed, gets to it first. Stebbings in his skates, centering passes. Flashed out by Edmonds, got a pad to it to deny an opportunity. Chagru couldn't poke it forward. Stebbings sends it back in. Edmonds through his legs. Condada chases in the far corner. Sorensen watching him. Condada pinned up against the boards by Sorensen. Peltier will be worked on by Chagru as they battle away, trying to find that loose puck.
And this is where Brand has to go in there. He has to outman.
Bold get it down ice. It won't be enough for icing as it's all the way on Ross. Prefontaine. Good forecheck coming from the Bold. Melikov was working hard on the blue line as it's dumped in by the Bold. Gavlis on this near side. 4:44 remaining here in the third period. Edmonds plays it behind his own goal to Rupoli. Rupoli tipped in by Melikov. Kozer was on it, couldn't clear. Grigorev with it, sends it down low. Melikov cycles it down low. Grigorev pinned up against the boards by Tkachuk. Grigorev still comes up with the puck though, but Kinneberg comes over to help out and will hit himself up against the boards to waste some more time. Huskies just looking to kill these last 4 minutes and come out with the bronze medal, but at the point it's Iannello. Condada, his shot blocked on the way to goal. Huskies doing a fantastic job of blocking. That was Forster that time with the block. Tkachuk on the latest block. It's Melikov. Now fans on that chance, and Tkachuk just clears it out to the neutral zone. Grigorev. Bold need a change, so Grigorev will dump it down in deep. Kozer finds an outlet pass on the far side. Stebbings with speed. Trying to get past Rad. Good defensive work from Rad to tie him up in the corner. Those Chiavo battling there with Bowie as well. Portocalis, the fifth man, finds the puck and clears it out. Bowie. Reinhardt reverses to the far side. Portocalis intercepts it at the point. Shot toward goal is blocked. Another shot blocked once more, that time by Reinhardt. Reinhardt will chase in this near corner. Delay call coming up on the stick lift, an interference call. And the Huskies will head to the power play with 2:47 remaining here in the third period.
And it's going to be Domovsky who's heading off to the box there to serve that interference call. I get his frustration too, as you know, he's going and preparing for battle. He just went to go and lift a stick, but unfortunately that stick came flying out of the hands of the Huskies player.
So this is a territory that TMU have been in before. 2022, a 3-2 OT loss versus St. FX in the bronze medal game. 2024, a 3-2 loss versus McGill in the bronze medal game, and right now trailed by 1 in the 2025 bronze medal game. Looking to try and come back, but have to kill this penalty off first. Puck is in the equipment of Barnes, and that will lead us to a face-off once more. 2:37 remaining in the third period. Draw one back by the Bold around the boards. Wong trying to keep it in. He gloves it down and can't keep the line though. Kozier. Long. Keeler. Over the line. Long. Drop pass now. Los Chiavo. His chance, he scores! Power play goal for the Huskies, and they take a 3-1 lead in the bronze medal game.
Oh, and that was a really nice shot there by Los Chiavo. You could say he was almost due. He had the chances, just hadn't converted on there. He had a beautiful pass that went over to him. Really no pressure given by TMU as Saskatchewan gains the zone, passes it over to Los Chiavo. Again, afforded a lot of time and space to pick out the corner of where he wanted to put that puck.
So 2 goals down, a chase for the Bold in about 2 minutes left. Edmonds to the bench already. Extra attacker out for the Bold. They need one quick. Condata. Husky player lost a helmet. Has to come off. Condata. One-timer is blocked in front by Pelletier. Battle ensues for that loose puck. Who can find it? It's backhanded out by the Huskies inside of the Bold zone. 1:41 now remaining. Knocked in by Gersoy. Gavlis first to it. Gavlis can't clear. Ionello keeps it in. One-timer just missed by Grigorev. Gersoy. Ionello. Back for Gersoy. Shot tipped in front by Portocalis, but that goes up out of play for a face-off. 1:17 left on the clock here in the third period.
Grigorev was set up really well for that one-timer, but you could see that he did not get all of it. A lot of it really came off the heel of his blade, just didn't make contact where he wanted to, and not only was it not a very hard shot, it also did go wide.
So Bowie will line up in the circle against Keeler. Big offensive zone draw here for the Bold. Need to win this back and need a goal quickly. Condata to Ionello. Down low, Gersoy. Army sort of play fair with it, but clear down ice toward the empty net, and that's wide and will be icing once Condata touches up against the Huskies.
A minute 05 left here in the third period. Again, TMU down by 2 goals. I mean, at this point, you're really playing against the clock. You're playing against the Huskies, but you are more so playing against the clock as well. I mean, it's not impossible, but to your point earlier, Ty, the Bold really have to get one extremely quick if they're looking to have a chance at tying it up at all.
Bowie, who's been so good, 67% in the circle going into this game. Wins it back to the side. Good hustle, though, from Ball in Saskatchewan. It's kept in, though. Playfair, last minute play here in the third period. Playfair battling in the near corner. Grigorev. Condata, Ionello. Condata fakes the shot, sends one toward goal, bouncing there. It's in the crease and cleared away by the Huskies. Ionello's chance is blocked in front. Ball takes it, knocks it down, sent down ice into the empty net, and the Huskies seal the bronze medal. Schiavo with the empty net goal.
Vince Schiavo nets the open netter as we see Connor Bowie escorted off the ice for the rest of this game, the 39.6 seconds.
A big clearing attempt, lots of blocked shots by the Huskies. Everyone involved, getting bodies in front. That's what made them so successful in the Canada West all year. What made them win the Canada West Championship, and now they'll be able to win a bronze medal and take home some hardware here at the 2025 BioSteel University Cup. Huskies will just look to see out the rest of this game with nothing silly happening. 26 seconds remaining on the clock. Poke forward to Ball. Ball in the neutral zone. Knocked down by Melikov. Melikov Stops up at the line, will send it down in deep. Demovsky at the point. Rupoli walks the line and sends a shot toward Ross. That goes wide. Down low, spinning shot in front. It's still loose there and stopped by Ross as Belikov was trying to jam on home. Last second, and it's knocked down. Final buzzer sounds here, and the Saskatchewan Huskies will take home the bronze medal.
And you know what? Good performance there by Saskatchewan. I'll be honest, the way that they played this game, it was very clear that they also wanted it more. They were physical. It was part of their identity. They played the game plan pretty well to a T, only allowing that one goal against. And you could see and feel the heart that Saskatchewan played with. And disappointing loss for TMU, but again, got a little bit too caught up, I think, in the emotional aspect, the sub-game of this game, if you will, and they paid for it.
Had to deal with a long penalty kill as well in the second period. A 9-minute penalty kill with 2 minutes of those being 5-on-3. And the Huskies at the end, as they salute their goalie, Roddy Ross, and congratulate him on a bronze medal. They converted late on that power play to get the opening goal of this hockey game and would only allow one the rest of the way, but enough to get themselves the bronze medal and able to take home some medal around their neck on the way home to Saskatchewan.
Well, and again, bronze medal, nothing at all to sniff at. Huge accomplishment. And again, moving forward after the season into the following season, it is something for the program to continue to build on, to keep coming back year after year and push on for that goal the following season.
For the TMU Bold, they made history here at the University Cup. Winners of the longest ever men's U Sports game, hockey game I should say, with a 5-overtime win over the Mount Royal Cougars in what was a crazy game here in the quarterfinal kickoff this tournament. Those legs of these TMU players playing the longest amount of time out of any team here at the tournament. You have to give them a lot of credit for the heart that they came out with for all 3 games. And coming home with 4th place, yes, not the result they would have wanted, but wow, they can take inspiration with just the hustle, the heart, the determination that every player on that team and every coach on that team, everyone involved with the Bold, showed this entire tournament.
There was a lot of resiliency, again, a lot of challenges thrown their way right from that first puck drop, again, playing in the longest U Sports men's hockey game, which we were a part of too there, Ty. That was an interesting time. But again, a lot of experience that they can bring forward, and still coming in 4th in the national championship out of all the teams that didn't make it here. So it's something to be proud of, not hang their heads, and build off it after the offseason.
The teams line up along the blue line. The bronze medals out there on the table as well. Also, we'll be giving our Nike team players of the game, and we'll send it down to ice level for our Nike team players of the game for each team.
Please welcome Zach Lebain from Sherrod Coos to present the Nike Team Player of the Game Awards. Le joueur du match du Bold, the player of the game for the Bold, goes to number 27, Kay Edmonds. Le joueur du match des Huskies, the player of the game for the victorious Huskies with 1 goal this afternoon, number 12, Justin Ball. Congratulations again to our Nike team players of the game. We would now like to call upon Peter Stoyshev, President and Vice Chancellor, and Shannon Chin, Chief Athletics Officer representing the University of Saskatchewan, to present the bronze medals. Number 2, Cole Jordan, Number 3, Landon Kozier. Number 4, Chase Bertholet. Number 5, Quinton Ong. Number 6, Rhett Reinhardt. Number 7, Logan Barros. Number 8, Trevor Wong. Number 9, Ty Prefontaine. Number 10, Liam Keeler. Number 11, Chance Petruick. Number 12, Justin Ball. Number 13, Ethan Rainier. 14, Parker Gavlis. 15, Carter Stebbings. 16, Dawson Holt. 17, Cade Hayes. 18, Vince Loschiavo. 19, Josh Pillar. 20, Keaton Sorensen. 21, Ashton Furster. 22, Matt Gross. 23, Ben Tkachuk. 25, Connor Selesky. 26, Braxton Buckberger. 27, Raphael Peltier. 28, Gunnar Kinneberg. 29, Jarrett Penner. 30, Jordan Coy. 31, Roddy Ross. And 32, Ethan Chadwick. To head coach, Brandon Cote. Assistant coaches and support staff, John Barkman. Dave Chartier. Derek Hulak. Jeff Bosch. Will Kushnerik. Shane Hayward. Tanner Sperling. Landon Leshishin. Nicholas Aiken. Cameron Grayson. And Taylor Wallace. One more time, how about a hand for our bronze medalist, the Huskies of the University of Saskatchewan, the 2025 BioSteel bronze medalists. Thank you to our fans for coming out to watch this weekend. Up next, we have our gold medal game at 5 o'clock tonight, right here at TD Place at the arena.
Well, the Huskies getting presented with their bronze medals, and tell their faces excited about those, at least leaving here with something. I know it's not the color that they wanted, but have to be proud of. They'll take a team photo here in front of their bench. Brianna, these team photos, you look back on them on years to come, and you'll never have the same group together. So a fantastic moment to get just one more final team photo here where they got bronze medal.
It's always special. You know, you've gone through a whole season. You've battled through thick and thin together, and you know in the locker room when times are getting tough, you look to the player next to you on either side, and you know that you have each other's backs, and this is the end result. You battle through everything that gets thrown at you throughout the season, the injuries, the emotions, the setbacks, the highs, the lows, and in a game like they had here today, everyone plays a part, everyone plays an important role, and this is the end result. You'll never have an opportunity with the same group ever again.
Hugs and congratulations for all the players and coaches and support staff. with the Saskatchewan Huskies, and some stick taps as well for a fantastic traveling group that they brought with them. They've been loud all weekend, these Huskies fans, friends, and families in the stands here at TD Place, and deserve that round of applause from their team for traveling all this way here to support their team, as we will head down here to ice level, and a special guest, the head coach of the Saskatchewan Huskies, Brandon Cote, joins our Declan DeBarp ringside.
I'm down here with Nationals winning bronze medal coach Brandon Cote, Canada West Coach of the Year. Brandon, just a little bit of what you're thinking right now. I know it's not the color that you would have wanted, but nice to go home with a medal.
Yeah, for sure. It's an accomplishment just to get here. It's a real tough road for every conference to come out of it, and we were lucky to do that. So, we're proud of that. We're proud of our performance here. I mean, last night we had a tough one against Concordia, but it was so tight. They're a great team. Anything can happen. So, but I'm proud of our guys' effort to come and get ready to play and, to get this one done.
And how nice is it to do with this group? Your captain, Justin Ball, is leaving the program, but still lots to build on from here.
We've got a great core group that will be returning, so we're gonna hopefully try to build on what we've accomplished here this year. But all those guys, Justin, Vince, I can go on and on and on. The guys who have been here a while, they're all part of creating the culture that we've built, and they've left their own lasting legacy, and they're going to be dogs for life.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Congrats, thank you, Declan. Congrats to Brandon Cote on the bronze medal, and with all of his players as well. A nice shout out to his players, and a little dog pile down there as well. Having fun after winning the bronze medal. It's always important to have fun. There will be, I'm sure, some good celebrations tonight with the Saskatchewan Huskies team and the players and the fans, and talk about a player that had maybe the best support here the entire weekend. Roddy Ross's family friends were the loudest ones at the arena at TD Place, and Roddy Ross will join our Declan DeBarp ringside with his bronze medal.
Joined by Roddy Ross, the bronze medal winning goalie, and you were excellent throughout the tournament, excellent all year. What did it take to get to this moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's I gotta thank all the guys. They bought in all year. They stuck to the plan, and they gave their bodies when they needed to, and they were just unreal all year. Everyone was didn't matter who it was to come in the lineup. Everyone was ready, and we have such a tight group, and it's a special bond here, and I'm just looking forward to what that younger group can do in the next couple of years.
All of us in the arena saw your parents and family who traveled all the way. Everyone at home heard them. How important was that support for you?
Yeah, it's nice. It's hard to come way up here and bring as much family as I had here, and it was important to me. It felt really nice, and I was just happy to see them on the Jumbotron, and it was exciting. I'm glad we got at least one medal out of it, and the support means a lot. I guess I got to thank my community back home and all the family and friends. All the support means a lot to me, and we're just happy. I guess we got a bronze medal.
Thanks, Roddy. Back to you guys upstairs.
Thank you, Declan, and yeah, his family out on the Jumbotron a few times throughout that game. Brianna, just summary on this game.
Oh, really? I mean, again, a great performance by Saskatchewan, ending up with bronze, and you really heard it echoed from head coach Brandon Cote, and again there by Roddy Ross. Just everyone bought into the program. They bought in all year, gave their bodies when they needed, and we saw evidence of that throughout every game they played, sacrificing their bodies to make the play, make things easier on their goaltender. And this group we talked about, such a special bond, and Ross really echoed it there about everyone playing their role, which is so important.
One more game to play here at the 2025 BioSteel University Cup. That's our gold medal game of 5 p.m. puck drop as the Stingers take on the University of Ottawa GGs. The University of Saskatchewan Huskies win bronze here at the 2025 University Cup, a 4-1 win over the Bold. For Brandon Newell and everyone here at the U Sports on CBC, I'm Tyler McDonald. Thanks for joining us.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les Championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.